Greetings. We're back from a fabulous vacation of 10 days with Howard, and it was quite enjoyable. Now, I told the guys, and let's see how long they can actually stay quiet as I ramble for a few seconds. So I just want to say something really, really quickly. Um, I got a lot of comments about, some of the shows that had gone missing on the YouTube channel. And we are trying our hardest to put those back up, but realize when you give the show crap about the fact that, it either has to be sped up too much or, why the fuck did you put this back up if we can't hear what's going on? Understand that I didn't take it down, okay? I'm not the one who is responsible for these shows not being up live. I want you to know that if for some reason you see the next day that a show for some reason has had something happen to it, you all know that we have a Twitch channel and it will, things live on there as in perpetuity as long as we want them to. So I don't need to hear anybody's bullshit or complaints about why voices are sped up. Know that there's a reason for it, or else the show wouldn't be up at all. So that's what I wanted to say. Welcome back from vacation. The boys are here with me, Dennis and John and Xavier. And we are happy to be giving you a show today, which really was just horrific.
Are we really happy?
No, we're not. No, I was so happy. No, you have no idea. You have no idea how happy I was. No.
It's like the first day back to school. You go.
No, it's worse.
Yeah,
No,
well,
at least
It's
way
so
worse.
It's so horrible.
got a
It
new
should be
lunchbox.
it should be a Bruce Springsteen song.
Ugh.
At least in Baltimore, Jack. I went out for
Fuck
a
him.
ride and I never went back.
Yeah,
So at least the first day of school, there was something to look forward to. Like you may actually learn
Exactly.
something.
wore your new pants or something like
sneakers.
fun that you got over the summer that you could do, like,
This-
show
this
off.
was-
Oh, what grade though? It depends. Some of those were a nightmare. Others were, hey, look, Becky's got boobs now.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. so actually depends. I think that'll be the subject matter tomorrow. It's funny you mentioned that.
oh,
prostate exams in
Wait,
old age homes.
hang on.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. My ears are bleeding. Happy birthday to you, Sulu.
Sid Lou, just so you know, that's more than what I got for my birthday.
And happy birthday to Bisnick and Monique. Happy birthday to Bisnick and Monique. Happy birthday, dear Bisnick and Monique. Happy birthday to you.
Yay! Happy birthday, everybody.
Mark Harris.
Okay, so today's show was a shit show of epic proportions.
Mhm.
And I thought for sure, as I do my morning phone call with Xavier, I'm like, I have no idea what we're going to talk about tonight. It's kind of like,
And then I had ideas.
and then you had an idea, but that was based off of what was going on the show. So we'll come back to that in a second.
We shall.
It's kind of like my last days of going to my therapist, and I would get on the bus going downtown, the one who avoided me.
One
I
that
get
ran
on
away
the
from
bus,
us. Yes. Okay.
And I would think to myself, and when you're done with therapy, when you say to yourself as you're going there, what am I going to talk about today?
Yep. We
Like
do it
that
every
nothing
week.
was something that was like so
Like you're going on a talk show and you have to have material ready for the pre-interview.
correct. And that's what today was like with the Stern Show. It's like, what the fuck are we going to talk about today?
Monique, you got to do like Howard. You got to come up with stories about things that just you just want to talk to them about, like people in rock bands from 1972, and you can talk to them.
I was just wondering if my 70 back staff would actually give me some material that I could.
The Howard Stern show now consists of him logging on to Yahoo News and then mumbling about something that he sees.
Yes.
Yahoo News,
Yeah,
not even good
Yahoo
news.
News, exactly.
Yahoo.
Not even like the good news, like Yahoo
Now,
News.
Melvin, my last therapy session was me talking about Goodwill Hunting for a half hour.
Are you kidding?
To my
Jesus
therapist. Yes,
Christ.
that was last Thursday.
That's one of
Yeah.
your
It
favorite
is not your fault.
I
It
said
is
that.
not your
I quoted him
fault.
on. I quoted him.
It's not your fault.
Because what, Sean?
It's not
We're
your
building, we're
fault.
building people's houses. There's a nobility in that. Yes, Matt. There is a nobility in that. But you,
Hey, John, do you know that Monique once sent me the original script for Good Will Hunting? I have that.
oh, isn't there some tweak? Isn't there a story behind that? Kevin Smith or
It's the
something?
original script is nothing like the actual movie.
Oh, okay. Let's
But
hear
it
it.
Monique
Let's hear it.
punch it up?
Yeah, punch it.
Jackie punched it up.
He punched it up.
I got it for him for Christmas a couple of years.
Yeah, and it has like Matt Damon's coffee mug stain on it. It's really,
Yes.
it's really cool.
It is pretty cool. Would you say that is that your favorite gift I ever gave you? No.
That's
Yeah,
really.
it's up there, man.
Yeah.
You know how I am with Elliott Smith, and that movie introduced me to Elliott Smith.
Yes. Yeah,
So,
that's true.
Forever changed me.
I to me, it's the best therapy portrayal in the history of motion pictures. I feel better than The Sopranos, better than ever. I don't know. If I watched it today, it might be a different set of eyes. But I feel
It's
like
still, you know, I watched it recently. It still holds up. I grew up with such a big Robin Williams fan, and he's just brilliant in that movie.
yeah, it's as
fucking-
as good as he's ever been.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know,
That
he's
is a-
small in person.
He's
He's
what?
Well, yeah. Jay
Robin
Thomas
Williams
also
was
talked
really
about that
smelly.
too.
Yeah,
He
Yeah.
stunk.
he stunk.
I saw him
stunk. He's-
crying.
all
I
that
usually
hair.
engage celebrities. I saw him at the Stony Brook Hospital. He was walking. It's like Springsteen's song. He was walking in. I was walking out. We passed each other in the
Yeah.
hallway. His head's down. He's crying. And usually I'll always stop celebrities and try to engage him. And he just
never.
visited dying kids in the hospital. And I guess he does it
Yeah,
all the
you
time.
used to have that Patch clown nose.
Patch Adams. Patch
Yeah,
Adams. That's exactly right.
He would go in as Patch Adams. It's really, he's quite a remarkable man. And it's really weird. What's really weird about that whole Go Will Hunting thing is, I remember in November 1997 being in Boston and going to the Cheers bar just because, you know, I was a Cheers nerd when I was growing up.
Right.
And I remember chilling at Boston Common. It was already like light snow and everything. And then I saw the movie. I was like, oh shit, I was literally sitting on the same bench that they did that one speech in, you know, when he talks to him about fucking, you know, like when he said, let's go out of here. And they go out
Yeah.
and sit in Boston Common. So that was just kind of that little.
Did you know
moment
that
for me.
Dark Knight Rises stole the ending of Good Will Hunting for the end of I don't want to ever see you again. If I want to show up to your house,
oh,
don't
you
be
mean,
here again. It's exactly they
I
stole
went to
it.
go see About a Girl.
Yes, Anne Hathaway and Christian Bale. They stole it from Damon and
Really?
Minnie Driver.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I can see that. You know, he improvised that line.
Oh, I didn't know
wasn't in
that.
the script. Yeah.
Well,
Monique, they
think
said
the
that
whole movie
Runyon's was
was a girl.
Cheers.
Yeah, I know.
Did you know that there's a sequel to Good Will Hunting? It was in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Oh, it's so funny.
It's the
Yeah.
funniest fucking
Yeah.
shit ever. They even
All
brought
for a
back that
movie I haven't
douchebag.
seen. So it's
And he,
okay.
and he shoots him
Never
like
seen it.
applesauce.
Yep.
Wait, you never saw Good Will Hunting?
Nope. I've
Well,
never
that's
seen
like
it.
me. I never saw the
It's a great
Godfather.
movie, man. It really is a great movie.
Oh, that's much worse.
Sorry, this is boring.
I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
man.
E137 is
Yeah.
bored by our witty repartee and banter that we
Was
started
that witty?
Sorry, man.
minutes and 55 seconds ago.
Stop.
We
Yeah.
are sorry that we did not get right into
It lets me-
October and titties.
They don't have a food coma
and
days of
owls.
hell.
Much more important.
Johnny Walker.
It did lead. It did lead to everybody knowing that I never saw the movie.
Yeah,
It's all good.
Maybe I'll watch it one day.
Did you really not see it, Dennis?
No, I've never seen it.
Wow.
It's actually, dude, it's actually a really good movie.
Oh, I heard it's a great movie. There's a lot of
Yeah.
good movies I haven't seen. That's
All
one
right.
of them.
so-
I never saw Fight Club. I've never seen Fight Club.
Okay, we're going to start our show.
You don't really?
See,
No, I've
so
never seen
because I have clips today, I mean, we could do this all night because what else do we
We
You
have?
know what's
could.
funny? It's like most like there's nothing to talk about, bro. We don't need clip. We could literally just babble
here
for
all
fucking
night.
hours.
We really well.
Give us a subject. Go babble about it for an hour. No problem.
Yes.
What do you want?
Yes.
His
All right,
name
so-
was Bob. Otto. AI.
Okay.
Bob.
His name was Bob.
All right, we have
Silent
enough. of this
Bob?
Now we got enough. Now we have enough, and we are going to.
And he just brought up
Howard.
Fight Club.
And it's just so funny because one of the pictures I have up for a companion piece to our first two clips, I just realized is a plucked up Photoshop picture. So when I
Hold
put
up,
it up,
wait.
you'll just have to spot the issue. So So the first hour of the show was spent with Howard talking about
Wanting fingers up his ass.
fingers
That's
up
what it
his ass,
That's
going
what it
for
was.
colonoscopy, touching on his mother and how she's lost all her hair and she's on morphine and she's in hospice. I fear
Well, she
we don't
did.
have long for her. And like somebody said in the listening thread today, it's amazing that he's having this one-sided conversation with his mother where she probably is barely coherent at this point.
Well, let me talk to that point. He made this like she called him and had this long conversation with him
Ow.
after he already said that. I mean, that she's on a morphine drip, lost all her hair. I
Right.
mean, there's no way this woman's on the phone for an hour with you babbling about this and
Anything.
that, and
Anything.
he's just making up. He's just making up pure bullshit at this point. Like it's truly like he's making up this imaginary scenario that is not happening. It really is kind of just it is actually quite disturbing.
When hasn't he, Dennis?
No, but this is really disturbing. I mean, this is about your own mother, like making up entire fake conversations that.
Well, that's what he
never happened.
does. He's riffing.
He's riffing. Grooving.
Autobot AI said, I finally signed up for RadioGunk.com in the forums section, and I can't even post in the threads.
Okay, hang on. I'll prove you right now.
Probationary
bitch.
period. You know, we
I'll be on
put
probation.
Decepticons right through, but Autobots have to wait a provision.
No, he probably hasn't been approved yet.
We usually have like between 15 and like 30 people waiting to get in. And when Xavier gets around to it, he starts looking. What are you laughing at, babe?
They told me to get Beth a carrot or an apple.
Then let's go to the kitchen. First, a carrot or an apple. All right, so he's talking about hospitals and doctors and stuff like that, and he starts the conversation about Xavier. Take a look at what his name is for the forum, okay?
Okay, what's his name?
Right there. I don't know. Need it on this.
Okay. Hang on.
So
there it is. Okay, you're
so he's talking about doctors and.
Done.
Says that the only doctors that anybody can ever go to are in New York or LA. That's it. And anything else, you're basically, risking your life.
Yep.
And, to say nothing of like, what's that one?
Mayo Clinic? I don't know.
Mayo Clinic.
That little place.
Exactly. And and then of course, like a ton of doctors call in to talk to him about it.
Fake doctors.
Yeah, so this
fake doctors.
This literally took up the first hour of the show. And then he starts talking a little bit about titties in Texas. And I only have this here so that I can yet again show pictures of Beth. So let me play this first clip and then we'll go to that.
I talked to her. She had a problem with breast implant. She goes, I'm going down to Texas for my breast implants. I go, wait a second. You live in New York and you're going to Texas? Oh, yeah. My friend told me they do the best work in Texas. I go,
okay. So he should know that Texas is the titty capital of the world. Like,
whoa.
Texas. Yes, Texas.
Tampa. I have a weird
I
fact.
see that.
Tampa per capita has the most breast implants of any city.
Yeah.
I would have
Yeah,
thought
baby.
I would have thought Castle Shannon did. Your fucking wife has Dennis's bocce balls in her chest. For Christ's sake. Is there ever a worse tit job than Beth? Is there ever a worse tit job than Beth on FHL?
No,
it's
not to my knowledge.
She looks like she got her shit at a BOGO sale.
Makes Pam Anderson look like Pam Grier.
And that bulge.
Dude,
let's listen to what I think somebody photoshopped that. But let's listen to what Robin says about this.
and she's like, nope, going to Texas. Well, sure enough, she came back. Those titties, they were looking like a whole different, forget it.
Oh,
goes,
that's ironic.
The wandering eye,
That's
like
right.
you didn't know where her breasts were pointing in opposite direction.
Yeah. This was like last year she did this. And I went, Texas? You got to be fucking kidding me. No offense, but.
Yeah. Okay. So
You should talk, man.
I didn't realize this was photoshopped.
With the bulge? Yeah. Maybe it isn't.
That's not Photoshop. That's real. Come on. Stop being a hater.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Not to be confused with.
Oh,
Jesus.
Jesus.
Wow.
It looks like the scene right before the alien burst through the chest.
one tits in East Hampton, the other tits in Bridgehampton.
Yeah.
It's just funny that he's so fucking. Did he not see this shit coming? Like, come on, man.
He
I
doesn't see
commented.
anything.
I commented he was flying way
Rigorous.
too close. He was flying way too close to the sun. Way too close to the sun. Getting
It's
a
like
level.
It's Howard throws us these softballs and then he has us fucking copyright it and shit. You know?
Yeah.
He's such a dude. Stop fucking. This is like what's they call that? A bait car? When the Vice puts up a car in the hood with the keys in it. This is just a fucking bait car to give us another fucking.
No, nothing. He does nothing to us. This is all good. All right. So
Yeah.
we're going to move on. So I just wanted to compare and contrast this picture with the topic of our next conversation, which would be him getting into a discussion about Heidi Klum and her daughter. And, you know, he still continues to say that he could have had Heidi. And I didn't include that in this whole thing because, you know, he's said that 1,000 times. He's delusional. And then
Monique, I guess he figures there's only one guy dealt a worse genetic hand than Seal, and that's Howard.
Yeah.
Wait, but at least Seal has like fucking like 13 inches apparently.
Yeah.
And a beautiful voice. I mean,
and he can sing.
There's that, and it's Seal. And I mean, there's that. So anyway, so he starts picking on Heidi and her daughter doing this photo shoot. So let's talk about that a little bit, and then we'll go to some other interesting clips. Here we go.
I'm looking at online, and it seems that my old co-star from America's Got Talent, Heidi Klum, she did a photo shoot with her daughter, Leanie. Leanie's now 18 years old.
Howie Brasco.
Let me let me show you a little bit so that you can see.
And she wants to be a model just like her mom. She's a good looking.
She damn well can be.
Oh, Heidi and Leanie get hired in lingerie.
That's the Millie Bobby Brown voice.
Madon. So you
Is
know
that
Heidi.
Appropriate mother-daughter lingerie.
Well, let me tell you something.
That sounds like a porno.
They're a porno.
Oofa.
First of all, Heidi, he's got a great look. There's no question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Heidi's a good-looking woman. My problem with Heidi was never her looks.
Oh, right.
No, how big of
You had a
him?
problem with Heidi's looks. Heidi's looks.
I agree with David C. She was way too nice to Howard on that show. I think she should be eviscerated. Way too nice.
Way too.
Wait, is Flavio Briatore
her father?
This girl's father? Is that what we've discovered in the?
Definitely not Seal. Yes.
Definitely not Seal.
Flavio. That's slinky bastard. I see she inherited the Italian accoutrements.
Yes, she did.
Accoutrements.
Those accoutrements.
The Italian puff pastries, right?
Yeah. the big meatballs there.
She got Seal's complexion too, Dennis.
All right, let's hear a little bit more about this.
Heidi
Isn't that the polpetta?
Are in panties and bras. And the panties are so cut up high on the thigh.
They might as well not be there. Yeah.
They're basically naked. And you got to go online, look up Heidi Klum and her daughter panties or lingerie from her. It looks like a guy's sexual fantasy, mother-daughter in their panties. Your
sexual fantasy,
and they're kissing and they're
like babysitting.
Now, let me ask you something.
They're kissing and they're frolicking and they're holding each other. This is her daughter. You're allowed to kiss your daughter on the lips.
I mean,
wait, is that not a photo by Howard?
Fun fact: everybody is allowed to kiss their daughter on the fucking lips. I mean, that's just the way it is. But now, Robin is outraged. Okay, so finally Howard's able to pull up the pictures, and
I'll tell you what, I looked at it and I was like, this is so fucking out of line. It is so inappropriate.
Howie Brasco.
Hey, boner, but you can't stop looking at it. I mean, look at this.
Oh
Rob.
my God! It's worse than porn.
What? Right.
So Xavier and I were talking about this today, and how worse than porn, and
Worse than
how
porn.
offended they are pretending to be. I just sorry, compare, contrast.
You mean
Marron.
teenatal or babysitting porn?
Oh,
So
the buoy, yeah.
we're talking about that today, and Xavier's like, "Are you fucking kidding me that she said that?" So let's just play a couple of clips that are going to take you back in time a little bit, so that we can see what exactly used to go on the Howard Stern show back in the day. A little bit. Here we go.
For kissing for $3,000, like I don't understand it. It's nothing.
Kissing with a tongue is to your own sister. I'm sure that's against the law, even.
Yeah, but for $3,000, you know how much money that is?
How much money?
To make out tongue kiss?
That'll take you like 300 facials.
You know what? John's right.
Go through $3,000 worth of therapy to get over it.
It's a third of your tuition. It's 1/3 of your tuition, not to mention the money you already won.
Pam has a point. She'd have to spend the $3,000 on therapy to get over it.
Therapy.
Well, maybe your therapist would like an Xbox.
So here's a couple of clips from "It's Just Wrong," because
Oh yeah, of course. Yep.
This guy would have brothers and sisters come in, and I tried to clip this down to its most finite points,
Fathers and daughters.
Right. So I'm just on brother and sister right now.
And let's, before we play this, let's not forget the fact that this was the old wig and switch. This is right before he went to satellite. This is what everybody assumed the satellite show was going to be.
Correct.
Total wig and switch. Didn't do this bit once he got on Sirius. So
yes,
go ahead.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna break this up just a little bit because it's my longest clip. I feel like arm. Here we go.
And you got to squeeze your sister's boobs for another $500
and an Xbox.
Was it worth it?
For my kid, yeah. The Xbox gonna be pretty cool. Him and I both like that stuff.
What about you, Pam? You think it was worth it?
It's okay. It's over.
It's over.
I mean, they were mortified.
Yeah.
5-hour drive. Here we go.
All right, guys. Thanks for playing.
Thank you.
So Pete and Jamie, you guys lost.
Yeah, we lost. It was fun though. Had a good time.
Those questions he got, they were pretty hard.
It weren't the easiest, but the other guy was good.
Yeah,
If you
he's
won the
very
guys.
good.
Yeah, Pete, tell the truth. Did you look at your sister when she was naked?
No, I really didn't. I kind of got a glimpse when I had to touch him, but that was about it.
How did that feel?
So everything that they did was like a double dare. I dare you to take off your sister's underwear. Then I dare you to feel her tits for another $500. Then, and then they were trying to get them to tongue kiss for more money, and push and push and push. And how far can we go with a genuine brothers and sisters? And you can almost tell by as they're talking at the end here, Jesus fuck, I can't believe we just did that. And even this one is we really needed the money. And you just know that people do these disgusting things
Well,
money.
Lest you forget, Monique, Howard reenacted that in his own life for Beth's mom, Beth and her brothers. I want to.
Yes.
Oh, don't go there right now.
It's okay. I'm enjoying the picture. Please.
I'm not ready for that yet. Let's try a little bit of this one.
Are you sure?
All right, look at the fun I'm having now. I mean, even I don't believe what I see in front of me. If Robin, you'll take a look to my right, you will see 3 beautiful women, 3 fathers who are ready to risk it all for $10,000. Will they undress their daughters, or will they walk away $10,000 richer?
Who does this?
A psychopath.
I want to feel the sun.
An utter sociopath.
Who does this? Who does this? And this one girl is talking about how she was listening to the show on her way into the city from New Jersey, and she heard the guy call in who wanted he wanted to bring his 17-year-old daughter in and have her get naked for Howard. This is how sick.
Sunflower Dragons, right? You talk about sexual harassment. Gary was chasing that chick around back
Yes, he was.
at the back.
Oh my God,
I
absolutely.
totally remember. I have that video too, by the way.
It's disgusting.
Don't know if you want to see it tomorrow. You want to get it for tomorrow?
sure, do it.
Just that part of Gary in the hallway chasing her around.
So Gary thought he was out with Zoss Rapin, and so he didn't think he was actually at work.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Gary was always a little bit lecherous.
Yeah,
like,
horny
he's
Gary.
extremely
Little?
lecherous.
Yes.
he was like JD before JD. Seriously.
Yes,
He was
yes,
like,
yes.
Do you guys remember? And I don't remember the exact episode, but they did the one of these like where win Fred's money, and the chick had to get naked behind that curtain or something like that. And then when they lost, she refused to. And like Gary practically
That's what we're talking
practically
about.
sexually
That's exactly
assaulted her.
That's what we're talking about.
You need to
That's
get naked
exactly
now.
what
rated her. Yeah, if you have that clip, that'd be awesome. Let's play that.
It was
get it
so.
tomorrow.
It was even back then when I was still a fan. That was like a little bit uncomfortable to listen to.
Yeah, no shit.
Like,
Well, you
like
put it in mind because it was them.
legit sexual harassment right there.
But the ball's on them to call this beautiful mother and daughter porn.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yeah, I want to be on It's Just Wrong.
What do you got? A sister?
No, I got my mother, actually.
Is your mother hot?
No, but the thing is, it's wrong because I'm like 6'4" and she's like 4 foot tall.
What's that got to do with it?
Why is that wrong?
That's because it's wrong, man.
Let me ask you something. I got to think about this. You'd come in and undress your mom?
Yeah.
Sir, let me explain something to you. The height
Anything
difference
for
is
you,
not why
Howard.
it's wrong. This guy thinks the height difference.
No, like it's really wrong because my mom's 4 feet tall and
If
I'm
you
like
were-
6'4".
If you were
Yeah, it's wrong.
5'7", it'd be wrong.
But dude, it's your mom.
Okay.
Have you talked to your mom about it?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
No,
so
not yet.
they were doing a lot of this in 2002. Like it's
Yes, they
just
were.
almost like a big
It was a
part.
big push towards
For the whole
satellites,
year.
it was.
For the whole year, it was
like the
it
Duke
was the
lacrosse
show they
team.
it was the
This
game
and
show
then
they went to.
was it Lord of the Anal Ring Toss?
Yes.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
Lord of the
there's
Anal
another
Ring.
one. There's another show
Yes.
that.
Yes.
And
you're
then,
right.
then they took Winfred's money into like that strip. Like, okay, if you lose your sister, your
Girlfriend
wife,
or
whatever.
your wife has to
And I
get
think
naked.
someone said she didn't want to come out of the bathroom. Yeah, it was something like that.
Oh, I remember that one where she would
I
not.
just,
Yeah, that's
I just remember fucking Gary being so fucking creepy.
so aggressive and
Yeah, exactly.
that's
Oh, that is every disgusting guy you ever ran into in a nightclub who tried to like shove their
he's-
tongue down your throat. Men are such fucking vile.
said I was
Hey,
sorry.
I
hey,
hate
hey.
men. I hate men.
Hey.
David says Howard's incest fetish has become more apparent with his talking about his bedridden mother getting wet for her new
Well,
doctor or whatever.
This,
he's
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
this around the time that YouPorn was sponsoring him or something like that?
Yes,
He
it
kept on
was.
doing the whole babysitter thing every morning.
Yes.
Like, oh, babysitter.
And it was a full story as if it was like a major motion picture. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it wasn't
story.
like he
He-
wasn't reading out from a script. Well, I was on YouPorn the other day, last night, Robin, and I was watching the babysitter.
He's
like,
very into the
dude.
plot development.
Yeah, every
yeah,
guy's into plot
exactly,
development.
exactly.
That's truly what it's about.
Principal is asking the question, and you're so cute, Beth's principal. You always come out with like cute questions that I want to answer. You're like Bobo for our show. You always have a good question. Monique, am I missing something? You're a longtime fixture of the modeling industry, no fashion industry, not modeling at all. You look at me. What did all the aspiring models who never made cover status have to do? Nobody made cover status. It's so rare to make the cover of anything, including like a brochure or a magazine.
Well, I mean, you can.
What about the Hamptons Gazette?
Most models are not runway or photography. Most models are fit models. I would say like 80% of the girls you see in the streets are for fit.
True crime. The model cover
True crime. Were they like George Costanza? Were they like hand models?
Well, no, I mean, you would have girls come in and you put your stuff on them and see if it worked. And if it didn't, then you went on to the next one. And, you'd have a go see where they'd be like 10 girls waiting. And they would all try on the same, couple of bathing suits to make sure they look good, even in kids. And we could only do that during the summertime when they were on vacation. But the good kid models, the gorgeous, gorgeous ones, were available anytime. But you paid for it. I mean, the good kid models got paid more than this fucking one did per hour.
Did you, just out of curiosity, do you ever have like work with like a kid model and then puberty kicked in and you looked at him and go, don't come back? You ever had any of those situations?
Yes, they
that's a
usually
The
grow
hormones
out,
can be
usually
cruel.
age out after like 3 months. Honestly, they grow
Oh, really?
so
Like that?
quickly that you just got to get rid of them. And
you gotta get rid of them.
Nah, that's gotta suck.
Monique's
Sorry,
created
kid, you
10,000
hit your
eating
peak.
disorders.
It's so, right, so everything is a sample size, and so once you get out of a size 5, you're no good to anybody until you're a size 10, so you got to wait another couple of years.
Oh my
I guess
God.
that's
Again,
true.
so it's horrible unless you're gorgeous. I had this brother and sister come in who she was like a 3,
Ooga.
5,
Oh.
and they were the most stunning children ever, but I could only use them once because he immediately grew out of the size, and then he just got a little bit, but taller, and next thing you know, they were just wrong for you. So it's
They're
just
just wrong?
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
wrong.
wrong.
They were just wrong.
That
Okay.
reminds me, like I once worked with pageant kids.
Yeah.
Holy
Oh.
mother of God. The one takeaway that I took from that was one of the kids was having like stage fright.
Yeah.
And the mother said, "Oh, I'll go talk to her," forgetting that the kid's mic'd. And she took her like where she thought we couldn't hear. And then she's like, "Why you have to ruin this for me?
Oh,
Why it's always about you?
The stage
Why
mom
you
revealing
ruin
their
it for
hand.
me? Because you're ruining it for like." And today, like other producers were huddled around the video village, listening to it, and we were just laughing our asses off. It was just
Melvin, be
total
quiet.
meltdown.
I designed children's clothing, and he's worked with television shows. So stop it. This has nothing to do with like kids.
Nickelodeon.
Dummy.
Well, the one I was working with legit pageant kids, like John Benet Ramsey type of stuff. Like
Joe
when I was in
Malone.
Honey
Waldo.
Dip,
So does
and it
Rocky
was like they all had the
Ramsey.
veneers.
Yeah.
In their it was just so disturbing.
No, they're
So
not called
disturbing.
flippers. They're flippers. They're called flippers.
Flippers.
Well, okay, whatever the fuck they were. It was.
Hmm?
it
Oh
was
my
like
God.
That's what
imagine-
they're called.
Oh my
because
God.
they
It's haunted.
Yeah.
they lose their teeth, and so they have to put something in to be okay for their smile, or else they look like gap tooth. Okay, so just another thing before we go to our next clip. As
I sent an email in
today. Yeah, and we thought it was do this. So enter for your chance to attend Richard Christie's favorite Halloween special at the Sirius XM studios in New York City. I don't understand what Richard Christie's favorite Halloween special means, quite honestly.
Is he going to shriek for us like he did in front of the
It's
Cosmo
retarded.
convention?
It's so retarded. Okay, let's look.
retarded.
It's official. Howard Stern's show staff member Richard Christie's favorite time of year, and he wants you to help him celebrate. How to attend? Send us a photo of yourself dressed as your favorite Howard Stern show on-air staffer or character, and we will
Do
select
Marcy. Do Marcy, everyone.
15 people to attend the special in New York City.
No.
So they just announced this today, but all photos must be
I'm
received
gonna
by
win.
Monday at 12 noon and sent to Richard's favorite at howardstern.com. No, Xavier, is it possible for you to pull up your submission?
Yeah, I can. Give me a second. I'll pull it right up.
So yeah, Xavier's going to show you what he submitted, and I thought
No.
it would be.
It's already. It's more than one submission has already been sent.
Yes, I know. So we thought it would be really interesting if people sent their own submissions to Richard's favorite.
I
at Howard
copycatted.
Everybody,
Because
Scott
it's
the
too
engineer.
No, that's the whole point.
Yes, that's the whole point. Hold on, John. You'll see.
It's my favorite.
Oh, no.
Please include your name, phone number, city, state, your email along with your photo. Get creative, get dressed up, and get excited. Richard and friends hope to see you there. Okay, so here's the additional information. Select attendees will be contacted by email or phone and be required to attend the taping wearing the costume shown in the photo submission. No travel or lodging will be provided. Unfortunately, due to space limitations, only the selected 15 people will be able to attend the taping. Selected attendees will be required to execute an appearance release and show proof of full vaccination. Boosters are not required. So, yeah, this is some sort of stupid thing that they're doing for. It doesn't say when it is, though.
Lodging. Why can't we stay?
It would
at
have to be
Howard's
around
place?
Halloween.
Millennium Towers.
I know,
He's
but
not
it
there.
doesn't say when it is. And Halloween, I think this year is on a
Monday. It's on a Monday.
Monday.
2 weeks from today.
Right. So, yes.
Howard's lobby.
So Whiskers is trying to find his submission. I'm hoping he can
I
find
love
it.
this one down there. Miss
What's weird because I'm doing dual monitors.
I will
so
submit
it's
as
actually
Emily,
different. Here.
I will submit as Emily Underdog Stern.
Well, we thought it would be amusing. Okay, I'm going to have to pull one up. So
Yeah.
Show because I
got it.
I'm strongly
I don't think I'm
considering
gonna
going as
win.
Jeremy Coleman.
So we all started submitting, let's say like this.
Monique, is there any way you could find the pictures of you going to Howard's lobby during Halloween? Was it 2 years ago? Three years ago?
When was that?
Is it? I want to say 3.
It was during that's when I actually went to see the apartment.
Okay, same
It
day?
was around Halloween. So just so
Okay.
you know, we all decided we were going to go as Beth. And so
Hey, so check the private chat. I just put a
we all
link to it.
started
Fuck it.
submitting pictures of Beth.
Hey Mo, go to private chat and just click on the link.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the long flowing blonde wig hair.
I think that's too nice, to be honest.
Yeah, this is the one that Xavier submitted. Hold on, let me.
Somebody goes Gary's Gumata, Melissa.
How amazing would it be to do that? Like seriously.
I think my camera's haunted.
Why?
I'm flickering.
Oh, you're so sweet. All right, here's the one that Xavier submitted. Hold on, let me get there. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. So Xavier did that one to the original.
And actually, so did I.
That's the whole point. The whole point is that having everybody send that picture.
Because it is beefus.
I'm gonna go as Beth.
It's not horse-like enough.
Yeah, I did this one, but everybody thought it was too pretty.
It was too pretty. The business
And
fixed
her
it,
tits
though.
are real.
But if you go down, business fixed it.
Oh, what did he?
Can't wait to
Yeah,
see
you
it.
keep going down.
Cousin Chips fixed it.
Oh Jesus! No, keep going down. Okay.
It's being humped by
There
a
you go.
stallion.
And that's the Bisnick brand.
Big black horse.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
The whole point is, it'd be funny because someone, they're just getting submissions. It'd be funny if they get a steady stream of the same exact.
Oh my god. Okay,
picture. That's the whole point.
Scott the
Just
engineer,
know-
I'm telling you.
Just know that we're all in for submitting.
Yes.
Nothing
That's what I said. If you have a
blacklist.
throwaway email, cut and paste, submit.
Yeah, I do.
Exactly.
I may have some more. I may get some more at this point.
And then hold on, there was something
Steve
else.
Lou, who was wrong with us, you just had a dude sing as a cat "Happy Birthday" to you.
Exactly.
So you might
Yeah,
want to
right.
look in the mirror for.
Yeah.
Turn around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bright eyes. Okay.
Let me just play one more clip that has to do with not Bruce Springsteen.
Fairway Maiden. Oh my God, is that a homeless horse spitting on her?
Okay, somebody named Moon Knight has a question. Guys, I have a question for you for Marvel Report today. What's Marvel Report? Help us. We don't know what you're talking
Well,
about.
Moon Knight, you know what Moon Knight is, right?
Ask the
Monique?
question.
Moon
Moon
Knight
Knight's
is
a character.
Yeah, they did a really bad job on the
Spectre.
series.
One of my favorite designs, though. I love that costume.
It's a great costume. They just
Yeah.
did a shit job when they did it.
I still haven't seen the whole thing.
David says, I'm shocked the show would do a legit call for submissions from the fans, expecting people to do it in the spirit of being fans of the show.
So wait,
Well, you know it's fixed, David. You're absolutely right. I
Yeah,
mean,
well-
when's the last time a contest was ever legit from that show? Everything.
so here's the part that really is
Never.
disturbing. You're a nationwide show, nationwide,
Right.
but you won't provide any transportation to New York City.
Well,
No,
th-
like you. You drive.
Well, let's
The-
just say
You-
I
it's
really wanted
ridiculous,
to be part
actually.
of this. Think about it. I'd have to book a room, buy an airplane ticket, all at the last minute to go to
Right.
fucking
$3
last
grand.
minute. That's
a
right.
Stern studio
Use,
without Stern in it.
use Howard's penthouse. He's not using it. Three of them.
Yeah.
Right? The Millennium Towers is wide open. He hasn't used it in how long?
So
You're right,
it's coming
Shellback.
from
No date because it's going to be pre-taped. That's true. That's true.
true. Yeah, they say there's a contest, but there really isn't a contest. I guarantee it'll be mostly whack packers, and then and then relatives of back office staffers.
Is
That's-
exactly. It'll
that's
be someone in
exactly
the
what it's gonna
back.
be. That's
Or
exactly
somebody
what it's
be
gonna
dressed as High Pitch Eric and they'll have High Pitch there. I mean, something stupid. It'd just be stupid. Whatever you-
Ironically, Richard winning John's job
wait.
was fixed. That was not legit. That was a fixed contest.
Yeah.
When
So I have
Richard
a
won John's
question.
job.
This is a video aspect thing, right? So what is this? What is it on? Like, I mean,
There's no
what-
details. There's no details.
It's on the app.
There never is.
Ooh.
Apparently,
YouTube
they made like an announcement that they were going to have some sort of announcement during the wrap-up show, and it wound up being that was
that's
the
right. It's on the actual wrap-up show, not the Stern show.
correct. It's a wrap-up show.
Everything's always half-baked and ambiguous, and you can't prove it. You think really going to effort a contest from this fucking show?
All right. Do you want to answer Moon Knight's question? You two Nerdlesteins, 3 Nerdlesteins.
What's the question?
What do you think about
Question
Mephisto?
What do you think about Mephisto will debut in Ironheart series, and Sacha Baron Cohen will play Mephisto?
Wait, Ironheart. That's going to be dreadful.
Is it confirmed? Because Mephisto has been rumored for like everything for a long time.
So, to me, it doesn't matter because Disney has basically done the most horrible job with every Marvel thing they've touched. I mean, She-Hulk is a great example of how to not do a show. Ironheart's going to be a disaster, and who cares if Mephisto's in it? I mean, it's going to be horrible.
He's going to Mephisto the audience.
Yeah, it's exactly. They're Mephisting their audience right now.
A virtual anal Mephisto.
Jesus. Okay, enough of this. So I wanted to talk really quickly about the fact that Howard was lamenting that WXRK, which is the radio station that I think all 3 of us grew up with listening to him on, which is New York 92.3. Apparently just announced, now we are in October of 2022, just announced that what they were going to start doing is playing Wynn's News from AM 92.3. And Howard replied to that. Just listen to the reply, because I know you all know exactly what to say after listening to this. So
K-Rock and Freud.
But it seems like if you want to be somewhat pompous and egotistical, every time we leave a radio station, they seem to die. No more WNBC, no more K-Rock. But we're still going along, which is, I got to tell you, I guess I'm kind of pleased with myself because I made all these pronouncements when we left regular radio. And I said, we are, now this is the end of radio and these stations are going to die without us. And, I kind of half believe it. But nevertheless, they all kind of flounder and just completely collapse to the point where now on FM radio, I said to myself, there's got to be a way. Like you look at WCBS FM, they play.
Okay, he goes on and on. So can we just discuss this for a quick second?
All right. So first off, it has nothing to do with you or Sirius. It has everything to do with streaming, which
the
is
industry
destroying
How long ago?
radio.
He left how long ago?
16 years ago. 16, almost 17 now. Almost
17
years ago.
Yes.
And he predicted that radio would flounder when he left it. 17 years ago.
17 years ago. It took 17 years. The slow build.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, slow build.
Slow build.
Kidding me?
I know a radio station that's flourished called WAGT on NBC. It's done very well after he left. Very well. In fact, you might say they doubled their ratings.
But I mean, honestly, how could he take credit for this? All the stuff, the streaming services on the web,
right,
and all the podcasts have destroyed radio stations because no one wants to listen to commercials. No one wants to listen to commercials or DJs.
Listen,
that
honestly,
is why people
I'm serious. I don't want to hear fucking Madison or any.
Oh, I hate her. She actually blocked me.
I'm kind of wishing David Lee Roth would take over for you right now, Howard. That would be the greatest day in our lives.
At least At least David Lee Roth be interesting and he actually have stuff happen.
That's exactly right. That's exactly. I would way rather have David Lee Roth right now.
So this guy is taking credit for something happened 2 decades ago. I mean, is tomorrow's show going to be about how after he didn't win a second Blockbuster award, Blockbuster went bankrupt? What's the fucking what's the Mendoza line here, man?
Like Charlie Chaplin saying in 1960 that he figured out that year that silent movies had died.
Of course, David comes up with that in his early 30s.
I knew
Charlie
JCPenney was
Chaplin actually
go out of business,
learned music from him, right?
These are one of the redundant talking points. He doesn't care what year it is. He will circle back to the same old horseshit over and over again. He has no concept of. And
The Fatty Arbuckle isn't going to translate
Dude,
into.
he's gonna tomorrow. He'll be like, "Well, Radio Shack didn't carry the stiletto."
I love Fatty Arbuckle.
So that's why Radio Shack.
Judy Tanunu writes, "Yeah, next stop you're gonna ruin Sirius XM because that's next."
Is this true, Dead and Dust? She canceled her date because she had
She's
the
married to one of the executives. That's how she keeps her job.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking Madison. You know, I used to go to a lot of those serious events.
That's true.
She's just like Gary. She goes to everything. Every single.
She was the co-host of the Friday show initially, Monique, in the early
Yes, she
days.
was.
Of Sirius.
Trivia. She was the
Yes,
first woman
yep.
to get topless on the Stern Show.
That's right.
On Sirius.
Really?
Yes, she was. Yeah.
Maybe the first.
The first on Sirius. She was the
I mean,
first.
he last. I mean, really, he stopped all of that.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
He really did. Okay, so before I go on
Shut up when she
to
did it, at least.
Bruce, somebody named Hubert said, "Hey, did
Benjamin.
What,
knock, knock. Oh, look, Robin. It's Rudolph Valentino.
Oh my God, you know, I had my comfy gaze over yesterday and we decided to watch this Netflix Marilyn Monroe movie called Blonde. I don't know if anybody's
watching Marilyn Monroe.
heard of it or seen
Shocking.
it, but I have to tell you, it was the weirdest movie I have ever seen. I mean, all of us we're sitting there like, what the fuck is going on here? It was bizarre, and I don't know, it was just really weird. I mean, the girl is gorgeous, the one who plays Marilyn, but it was just really, really weird. All right, here's what Hubert says. Okay, do you remember this blind item from a couple of weeks ago that somebody had posted on our site?
Yes.
The wife of this permanent A+ list host is not happy that the iconic actress is back trying to hook up with her ex. That is the domain of the wife. Now, I'm not really understanding the blind.
Yeah, I'm not either.
But the reveal was Beth Stern, Howard Stern, Jennifer Aniston, and Justin Theroux. So somebody here help us with this one. Help us understand what that means.
First of all, Beefus isn't in Justin Theroux's friggin' universe. I mean,
At all.
No. And Jennifer and Beefus have never. They also don't have. They're not in the same universe of
No.
men.
No,
So
and
I don't understand this.
Jennifer
thing.
texts Beth to see how she's doing. You know, right? You would think it sounds like Beth is hooking up with Justin, but
No, but it's her.
Howard
She
wants
wants
to.
to play Ashley Madison for Aniston. She wants to play Ashley Aniston. She wants to hook Anna. I bet she wants to hook Aniston up with somebody they know, and he's cop blocking it.
the wife of this permanent is not happy that the iconic actress is back trying to hook up with her ex. That is the
Beth
like
disapproves
that?
of them rekindling from that.
Wait, Aniston and Theroux weren't together?
No, they broke up for like 2
Oh, they
years.
did. But Howard Howard must have been pouty then because he wanted Justin.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Tiger Lily says that this was silly. Totally not Beth having sex with Justin. She's not having sex with anyone, especially.
No,
Yeah,
it's like
she's
she disapproves
aged
of them.
out.
Yeah.
If it's not Jennifer Aniston, there's no way he's going with somebody that's older than him again. It's just not happening.
Even then, no,
he's
it's
way
just
too
no.
cool for the school. He really just is. That's just never.
We go back to that picture of Beefus with the leather, and yeah, Justin Theroux is not running to go meet this.
Oh.
You know the picture? You got rid of it already?
Yeah, of course I did.
Of course you did. So yeah, the Wonky Tits is not on Justin Theroux's friggin' radar.
No,
Lisa Stein. I would. It could be Molly, but it's not. I mean, they do a reveal at the bottom, so it says Beth, and I would think it could be Molly too, but it says Beth on the bottom.
Yeah, that's the reveal. Supposedly her. Who knows?
What exactly is Beth's wheelhouse at this
Oh
point?
my God, David!
What is it?
What's Beth's wheelhouse? X? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
like honestly, like she
what
doesn't
was it?
even.
Oh,
she can't
yeah.
host a show. She can't host a show. Her kitten bowl thing is pretty much kaput.
Dead.
At this point, you know who she is? She's like the stepmom.
She's a Buckwall
in the-
client.
No,
That's
no,
what it sounds
no, no, no. She's a stepmom in a porn that's trying to teach her stepdaughter how to blow a guy, and the poor
Don't
guy just walks by.
Don't insult those girls in the porns. They're prettier than this.
Yeah, that's like, what do you mean you don't know how to blow?
She has to hang around all
Hey,
these very
Pablo,
accomplished
Pablo,
people.
poor guy, come over here. My stepdaughter, well, you know, she's
That's what I've
shy,
heard.
and she's got a prom tomorrow.
Zuma Show says, I saw Courtney Cox at the grocery store last week. She looks like walking death, a hard fall. She used to be beautiful. Now she looks scary. Yeah, you know, plastic surgery will do that to these girls. It's just, you know, they want to keep that.
And also, my whole thing is that, you know, as you get older, if you're too thin, you don't look good.
Tiger Lily, you don't want to do that.
You look
that
kind of
doesn't-
sickly.
That doesn't age well, does it? You're right.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Somebody check your search engine. Okay, so let's
I plead the fifth.
let's move on a little bit and let's talk about his big announcement.
Wait, Dead and Dust is really running with this Madison thing.
Tell me, Madison actually mentioned me when she was on the Jay Thomas show. All right, cool, good for you, Dead and Dust. But why would she give you the excuse of having the poops? Like you could pretty much tell a guy that you've never met before anything. You want to. That you have the shits is probably the very last thing I would say.
Did Casey change his name to Dead and Dust?
Exactly.
Yeah, but Monique, if Madison mentioned you, you get a gassed up head too.
Yeah,
but, you know,
Dead and Dust.
But you know, the thing is, Dead and Dust, that you're not an executive at Sirius so she can keep her job. So guess what? You're very low on the food chain to her.
Yeah, sorry, Dead and Dust.
So
All right,
sorry.
so should we talk about the announcement? Let's do the announcement.
Oh, Jesus.
What did we say earlier in the year when he was talking to Robin and she said, "Oh no."
It was, we all figured it out.
Bruce thing,
Hey,
but I kind of feel like he may. I'm sorry, just 1 second there. I kind of feel like maybe when Jan was in, he did the hookup with Jan because Jan is actually really good friends with Bruce.
Well, that's what I was thinking today, guys. Do you remember Howard went to a party in the Hamptons with Springsteen? Was that Jan Wenner's party? He was talking about meeting Bruce, and I can't remember if this
Bruce
is
blew him
like
off.
late
So-
terrestrial or early Sirius, and
It
Bruce
probably
kind of
was,
blew him off.
But
Meryl
here's
Streep was there.
It could have been.
But here's the answer. Bruce has a channel on Sirius.
Yeah.
Contractually obligated.
Which
to
is
go
crazy.
on
They haven't had
Seinfeld.
him on yet, Dennis. Which is
But
even
they
crazier.
finally laid the pressure on him. They
Yeah, I
finally
don't
laid
know.
the pressure on him. He has to come on. Everybody else has to.
It just feels so weird that it would be now. I just think that he, you know,
80-year-old
asked
Bruce, you
a
mean?
lot for a
I
favor.
think Bruce got played like the Mick Jagger interview. He's like, oh, okay, he's lobbing up
Rolling
more
Stone
softballs
Radio.
than Jimmy Palumbo in Beer League. I'll do it.
Well, let's hear the announcement so that we can talk about it.
I
on
can't
the-
wait for Howard to
Hey,
make the
somebody
flub and
give me the heads up if I could announce.
Say that.
No, go ahead. I'll talk.
Go ahead. I can't wait.
No,
What?
I was gonna say,
Oh, good
at some
point,
point he's
Otto.
gonna ask him about what he meant when he wrote the song "Glory Hole."
He has no idea. He doesn't know Bruce's music. He's
No,
such
Yeah,
a bullshit
he will.
guy.
He will.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Hey,
thanks, Ethan.
somebody give me the heads up if I could announce who's coming up on the show, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Am I allowed
see
to announce that or what?
We're an
I don't
executive.
see
now.
a
Thought of it
reason
while
why.
you guys were talking about New York and Philly.
I don't see any reason why we can't.
And maybe I'll wait. I'll wait till
No,
I.
we can.
The official word.
I got the
Yeah.
official
It's-
word.
Okay.
You did?
Okay, Gary, thanks.
You got to hear this.
You got to hear
I get a
this.
call. When date was this? Jeez, the days are just. This will get you up. This will get you psyched up. What the fuck was the day that I got the word? All right, I don't know.
Howie
Sometime
Brasco.
I get the call.
Who called?
This fucking guy.
Bruce Springsteen.
He gets the call, not from Gary, by the way. Then we're going to come back to that in a
The
The
second.
executive.
Coming on the
That's
show.
who called him.
Are you
way.
kidding?
Oh, like this is so fucking great.
Wow.
Yeah. So Bruce is coming on.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Howard and Bruce rating tips on how to sort your pills in the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Dana.
Bruce is almost 74 years old.
Is he almost
Yeah.
74? Wow.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's
he's
74 years old. He's got a new album out.
That
That's
should
why he's
really suck.
coming called Only the Strong Survive.
Oh
His
yeah, it's gonna suck.
first studio album with Columbia Records, Only the Strong Survive, is a collection of 15 soul music greats celebrating soul music gems from the legendary catalogs of Motown, Gamble, and Huff, and Stax, and many more.
You know why he has to do that? Because he sold all his songs.
He did.
He sold his catalog. What, 300 million. Hang on, I'll tell you how much he sold it for.
Okay, good. I wanted to make an album where I just sang, said Springsteen. And what better music to work with than the Great American Songbook of the 60s and 70s? I've taken my inspiration from Levi Stubbs, Dave Ruffin, Jimmy Ruffin, the Iceman, Jerry Butler, Diana Ross, Dobie Gray, and Scott Walker. Pretty sure
They're dead, right?
None of those are.
Guess how much money he got paid for his catalog?
Go.
50 million.
Go ahead.
More.
No?
Way more.
Oh, I'm going to go to 125 million.
John?
500 million.
500 million is correct.
Jesus Christ.
Monique, he's
That shit-
massive. He's got to be.
He sold it to Sony.
He permeates every demographic. He's massive.
Yeah, 25 albums. I mean, I guess. I'm not a big Springsteen
Yeah, but
fan,
how many are good? There's 4 good ones.
Have you listened?
Xavier, while you're looking that up, I'd be really curious to know when's the last time he had a hit.
It's been a minute, man.
It's been a
He's,
minute, right?
He didn't
Been
do
a
up with
minute.
Lizzo,
He-
Monique, last year.
It had to be like in the 90s, though. I'm not
Tunnel
joking.
of Love. I guarantee
Tunnel
it's
of
like
Love, but that
Tunnel
was
of
his solo without
I like
the
Tunnel of Love.
Tunnel
Okay,
of Love and then,
It's from the 90s.
and literally Brilliant Disguise, I think, was the last hit he had.
I don't even know what that song is, and don't sing. Well, sing it. Go ahead if you can.
No, now that you can be like that.
Oh, you know what? I saw this Zuma show. I was actually going to
Oh,
play it.
look at me, baby. Just struggling to do everything right. And then it all falls apart. When out goes the light. I'm just alone with Pilgrim.
I like what Autobot says, Monique. I hope Bruce asked about Artie because
that'd
Bruce
be
was actually, when
Yes,
Artie committed
absolutely.
suicide, Nils Lofgren hooked Bruce up with Artie and gave him like a pep talk.
Really?
And you can't control Springsteen's thoughts. They can't give him the red flag. Unless that's one guy you can't tell him what to say. And
But-
there's a chance that comes up.
The only problem is Bruce doesn't control his own thoughts at this point.
No, or his bowels. I guess
have-
he's 74.
I've heard, I've read his his recent concert, and he used to do fucking 5-hour concerts.
Yeah,
He goes 5 minutes while fucking something up. That's it's not his fault. He's like fucking.
I hear that about
he's an
Paul
old
McCartney,
dude.
too. He doesn't really get the. But you know what? Honestly, after doing this for 40 years,
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm bored from it. Chaka Khan, thank you so much. Says Gary should have to wear a schmegma mustache to be in the room for Bruce. Yeah,
That's Smegma Jerry. Smegma.
Jerry.
Jerry.
Apparently, that was the big excitement, was the fact that this was such a big booking for Gary, right? So here, let's continue on with the announcement.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's happening. And I'm so excited about it. And he's got a new album on, as you know.
Yeah.
But man, he's gonna bring his guitar. We're gonna sit. We're gonna talk. Going to be very nice. Very, very
Well,
nice.
that's interesting because Jan Winter was just here talking about how he got to hear the album. That
Yeah.
Bruce sent him the whole album so he could listen to it, and now he's going to be here. That's amazing.
Amazing. What, Dennis?
All right, so is Zoss Raping going to find a way to be in on this? Because remember,
Apparently,
Zoss Raping
there's
goes
no
to
conversation.
every concert.
There was a whole conversation that Zoss is not allowed to be in the room, and Gary was like, "No, it's gonna be really special, and it's gonna be really on the up and up." That's my next clip. So hang on.
I am going Professor, but I do want to say, I was thinking about this whole time. Fuck you, Michael Rappaport, because Michael Rappaport, every time he calls, he's like, "Can't Gary book Bruce Springsteen?" So
Well,
fuck
he
you.
did.
So right, so
No,
now
he
Gary's
didn't.
getting all
Whoopty
the praise.
fucking do.
Whoopty fucking do, right? But here, so then Rappaport calls in and has the best comeback for Gary. Okay, wait, hold on. No, first let's go to let's do Rappaport. Hang on. No, let me do this one first. All right, hang on.
I hadn't told anyone, and I was talking to my brother-in-laws. They're two of the biggest Springsteen fans, and I told them they were going.
Yeah.
One of my brother-in-laws ripped a tree out of the ground, and was running through the street.
Another one ripped out some goalposts.
Yeah. He said he wants to come for Cocktober. He doesn't want to miss it, so he's gonna be in here sometime in Cocktober. So he's excited about that. And when Gary got word, he was so excited. He actually went in the street and ate horse shit. I mean, it was unfucking crazy.
He must have shed a tear or two.
Yeah. But Gary, you got to be excited. Come on, Bruce.
Beyond excited. And by the way, it's everything that we ever wanted when you have a guy like that on the show. Like, he's going to spend time with you. He's going to bring his guitar when it comes up.
Wait.
I mean, it's everything any fan would want.
Yes.
No,
How's
really.
he going to spend time with him and he's not physically in the same room?
So
Well, that was my my JPEG for today was the Zoom call with
Yeah, exactly.
he's gonna Zoom. So, you know, Gary had nothing to do with this. This was Sirius basically telling Bruce, you have to be on the show. You have to be on the show. You have a station here, and you have to go on Stern's show.
Why? He's had a station there since Sirius started.
They probably finally go, you fucking have to. At
How
this point.
about when
Remember,
he
they
was
did it
on
to Mick Jagger.
Broadway? It was like
That was the only reason Mick Jagger went on, because they had Rolling Stone Radio.
Yeah.
Well, they lay pressure on them, man.
This is why it was so delicious when Rappaport called in later on.
That's what I was thinking. This is such a big guest. He can't tell us what day it is.
Yes. Well, okay, Mr. Judy Tenuta, I'm curious about that. Already been taped. Gary almost slipped. Well, tell me where you think that was, and I'll play it again because I want to hear that. I want to know what you're saying. I want to know what
The thing is, though, you have this giant guest, but you can't tell us what day of the week he's going to be on. There's only 6 more shows in this month.
Is it
There's 6
because
shows.
you want that scary amount of fans for a 74-year-old guy to be waiting outside of Sirius's offices for?
Hey, where's Howard?
All 5 of them.
Where's Howard? I don't see him. What's going on? Hey.
Marianne from Brooklyn yelling at him.
All right, so let's I know. Here come the conspiracy theories. It's so true. You know us. You know that we love to kind of,
But he can't tell us a day. Just tell us a fucking day.
Where's Clarence? I haven't seen Clarence in a while.
Yeah, why
What's going on?
Clarence is dead. Clarence is
going
very
on?
dead.
Wait, what do you mean he's dead?
If
Where's
it's
Max?
next
What's going on?
October, there's only 6, 7, 8 shows for the rest of the month, right? So
No, 6.
6. What day's only Monday?
There's 2 today, 2 this week, 3 next week, and 1 on the Monday. Then October's over. 6 shows left. Has to be one of those 6. Can't you tell us? Why is it such a big secret? Why can't you tell us what day Bruce is going to be on? It's a big get. Why can't we know? I mean, don't all shows hide when they're on?
Again, because Benjamin said it's because Billy mentioned he's going to come in with a guitar, going to spend a bunch of time. I agree, already happened. Let's take a listen again and see what.
Where's Clarence, guys? I'm not joking.
Just stop.
I hadn't told anyone, and I was talking to my brother-in-laws. They're two of the biggest Springsteen fans, and I told them they were going. One of my brother-in-laws ripped a tree out of the ground, was running through the street.
So why would you tell your brother-in-laws, but you didn't announce it to anybody yet? Here, that's weird. Like
that's a lie.
Your audience,
That's an absolute lie.
but you told your brother-in-laws that you have him coming in, or that you interviewed him. Like, I'm curious about that. All right, let's go.
Another one ripped out some goalposts.
But Bruce said he wanted to come in for Cocktober. He doesn't want to miss it, so he's gonna be in here sometime in Cocktober. So he's excited about that.
My.
And when Gary got word, he was so excited. He actually went in the street and ate horse shit. I mean, it was unfucking crazy.
How unfunny is
Must have
it?
shed a tear or two.
Excited. Come on, Bruce.
Beyond excited. And by the way, it's everything that we ever wanted when you have a guy like that on the show. Like, he's going to spend time with you. He's going to bring his guitar when it comes up. If you talk about how was a song written, I mean, it's everything any fan would want.
Right. It sounds like it's kind of like wrapping up what has already happened.
Yeah, it sounds like it wrapped up what happened during the actual interview. Wow,
Yeah,
Gary, you're a genius.
And you're right, Ben. I don't believe that Bruce Springsteen is any sort of scintillating interview, too. By the way,
not even close.
It'll be as dull as the Paul McCartney interview. As creeping.
I heard
questions. Right.
I heard Bruce like when he was famous. This is in the early '90s when he actually when he was actually really famous. He was the dullest son of a bitch you could ever talk to. I mean, seriously, there was nothing. Every word was painfully out of his mouth. Everything was dragged out, and it was just
honestly
the whole.
Lost him.
I mean, it was like Shatner. Just he kind of did that whole staccato kind of.
Hey, Howard, Clarence told me that he gave Robin a Roman helmet.
How big is your cock?
Do you remember they tried to hook up Clarence with a fucking
yes,
remember that?
Robin?
Poor Clarence.
Yeah, Zuma says I don't
killed
think
him.
it's ready yet because Howard wasn't sure it could be announced yet. But Howard's also the guy who, if it was recorded already, he'd give shit away because he's bad that way. Like he can't keep shit to himself.
He's pretty dim. He is pretty dim, but Gary's pretty dim too. So
yeah, this is true.
Yeah,
Listen to what Rappaport said. Rappaport, this is my favorite comment of the day. Here we go.
I think he owes you a little apology, Gary. You're finally going to get some respect.
I think so.
I think you owe him an apology, Mike. Come on.
I owe him an apology. It took 37 years to get Bruce Springsteen here. I just hope Howard, because I know you're excited about talking to Bruce Springsteen. He books him for more than 20 minutes. Like
he did.
Mick Jagger.
No. Just calm
The
down.
Mick Jagger interview, Howard. The Mick Jagger interview. I know that was embarrassing. It hurt me, and I know it hurt you. But we had him there for 17. Mick, you didn't even.
No. I knew up front. I knew up front. Michael, you're wrong. You're wrong. All right, Michael, I'm not going to let you ruin Gary's big moment. You got to calm down.
The terms, and in Gary's defense, Gary was waiting for Bruce to accomplish something before he got in here.
Right. That's
37 years to get Bruce in. Seriously.
Bruce has been on every fucking show.
Every show.
And podcast.
Yeah.
And podcast. I'm surprised he wasn't on what's that one we listened to with Jason Bateman and Will Arnett. Smartless.
He'd probably be on this week before he's on the Start Show.
Exactly. I'd be curious where he's been. Now, Johnny had some clips for us because that pretty much was the end of Don't Ask Bad Day, Good Day. Totally lost my train of thought.
It was about Johnny.
Yes.
Cleaning out the computer.
Yeah, so Johnny had some attachment clips for this whole Bruce thing. And sadly, I don't know what happened to Johnny so that he could he could pitch them up to us. But hold on, I'm gonna put my readers on. I'm gonna see what the
He went through the tunnel of love.
Let's see what everything has about.
Fat man sitting on a little stool takes a one from my hands while his eyes take a rock all over you.
Okay, Springsteen goofing 1 and 2. Howard the Badge Bunny. Bruce over 41 shots. Okay, I'm just gonna have to play some of this because Johnny's not here. So we're just gonna play a little bit.
Wrong with it.
I'm gonna assume that it's Howard shitting on Bruce. All right, here we go.
Absolutely, he shat on him a lot.
Being dead because he's into that. He wrote a song about
the Amadou Diallo thing.
Yeah, I don't blame the cops. I'd be pissed too.
What's he got to do?
Yeah, Bruce Springsteen, shut up, man. 41 shots. Have you heard the song? I haven't heard the song.
I've only seen some of the lyrics. I haven't heard it. No, he hasn't recorded it yet. He's just been performing it live. And
remember the cops shot that guy with 41 bullets, and I told you there was every reason to shoot him 41 times. In fact, the jury said the same thing.
The cops were not convicted.
Again, you empty your gun
Johnny
into
never
a
cuts his clips.
41 shots.
Yeah.
41 shots. And now, so Springsteen's going to be at the Garden, and the cops are like, you know what, dude? A lot of us work off-duty security. We're not going to work it.
Yeah, take care of yourself.
Yeah, take it. 41 shots. Go take care of yourself,
you
dickhead.
don't want us around.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'd be pissed. Working man's.
Right, he was always giving money to like laid-off union guys and all that stuff.
But now the cops hate him, and I like it. I like that the cops hate him.
Yeah, why should he be so popular?
Yeah, it must be easy for him. 41 shots. Like,
Oh, I think we should make a little best of clip for when Bruce.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think that should be sent over to Bruce so he can.
Oh my
you know,
God.
Wouldn't be too hard to send him a link. Hey, what's this?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
41 shots, man.
I don't think Howie is going into.
Oh no.
No.
There's
I'm
gonna be eight
if that
old
happens.
men on Zoom.
Yeah, I think that's not happening.
No,
I
it's
don't
not
think
happening.
anything would actually make him. Well, it'd be interesting. It would be really, really interesting. So, what happened with Bruce getting a DUI? Can somebody look this up for me and let me know what the story is with Bruce getting a DUI?
He was
Which
drunk
will
and he
never
drove his
happen,
car.
obviously.
DUI.
So,
Wasn't he on his motorcycle or something like that?
yeah. Oh my God, you're so right, Target Lily. Howard used to make fun of how unattractive
Patty
his
is
wife
ugly.
Patty is too. He cheated on his wife with her, and Howard brought it up all the time. Yes, you're
Yes, he did.
1,000% right. Let me go to the next clip. Maybe that's what's on one of these things, which of course, are all 2 minutes long. So let's see what we got here.
Bruce Springsteen does these annoying raps we were talking about that when you go to see him in concert.
Not only do you have to listen to the music, you got to listen to his thoughts.
The music is fine with me. It's just I don't want to hear, I don't want to
You hear that retarded rap of his.
Yeah, do you really have to sit through that just to get the music?
Yeah.
When I was a little boy growing up over in Jersey.
Yeah. And he sounds like a guy from Nebraska or something.
Right, what the hell
Or
is that?
some coal
You
mining
wouldn't
dude.
think he was from the East Coast.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, there was a lot of people out there.
I don't get a long rap.
The best thing about that cover band guy was he would call the cover band guy would call the sax player Clarence, but the guy wasn't. The guy was just some guy like named Ed or something.
Right.
It's Clarence.
Raps. You can be in one of those bands.
Yeah, I could just make stuff up, about my childhood. It wasn't that bad, but I'll just make it sound bad.
That's right.
It isn't that bad. You grew up in Jersey. It's not that bad.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Like,
Springsteen's
No Roosevelt.
content at the time of his arrest was only 0.02.
He paid like a $500 fine, and it
New
was
Jersey's
over.
legal limit
Yeah.
intoxication is 0.8. Okay, so it was nothing. Big deal. 2 cocktails at dinner. Fuck. I bet
It's
you.
funny. It's funny that
Dennis right now, he'd probably pop out a little bit higher than
Me?
Bruce's
Oh, absolutely.
0.02.
it's funny that Howard's goofed on Bruce's whatever his background. The same guy that still talks about fucking when he was 9 and his mother's finger up his ass. That's a guy that has the right to goof on anybody.
17 years ago. What are we talking about?
Yeah, but Howard was talking about that last month.
Yeah, I
So
know.
it's like,
I know. Wait, let's finish the clip.
It's not.
Remember when I was in Little League and I couldn't get a ride to the game. And so I yelled at my mother. My aunt had to pick me up, and all she could afford was a Buick. My aunt picked me up, and I wanted my mother to pick me up.
Right, I was in a carpool, didn't have a car of my own.
My mother was at the
Love you
community
guys, I'm
pool
funny.
that day.
Artie's funny.
Yeah, Robin's never
I
been
couldn't
funny.
get a ride. I said,
It's so bad.
I'm going to grow my hair long and rebel. I remember one time my mother made me get a haircut.
Shut up, Howard. Let me go to the next one.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not enough that Artie's kind of being funny. They have to fucking try to rip his shtick up and
Totally.
just fucking ruin it.
just, in
They always
Robin
did. They
fails
always
every
did that.
time.
Yeah.
She fails every time she tries that. Every time.
Both
right,
of
so-
them, and not just Robin, but Howard and Robin are both unfunny.
Mm.
Oh, and a quick point. I'm drinking a Negroni. A blood
Negroni.
orange
Negroni.
Negroni. Look it up.
Wait,
everyone.
what'd you call me?
Yeah, exactly. I called you Negroni.
Just gonna get kicked off.
Negroni.
Springsteen goofing part 2. Okay, here we go.
When I was growing up, me and my dad used to go at it all the time.
Yeah.
I love how the music is playing behind it, too.
at it
You know,
all
it's got this great background.
Because this is why you went to the concert. You want to hear this.
$85 to hear about him and his dad.
Yeah, work it out in therapy.
How about Rosalita, Bruce?
Yeah, or something. Born to run.
Screaming, born to run.
Over almost anything. And we got to where we fight so much that
Going to move
Guitar through this? Like, when is this going to stop?
Why'd I take all these guitar lessons? What is that accent, though? It's not Jersey. In the winter.
Yeah, Kentucky is a
Yeah,
good
I mean, he grew up in Jersey.
Get a friend.
Get a house.
When the wind would blow.
Your father was right. You were a loser.
You're a douchebag.
And then I said, the
Wow. There's no happiness anywhere in his life. That's the rap.
Right. Everything was bad.
Except the $80 million.
Yeah, more than that.
From singing it and telling these.
I saw.
Oh, well, was Gary supposed to say something here? I think I was supposed to wait for that. Sorry. Let me just get
If
back.
you didn't, I'm still not sure Bruce wrote those songs. He is so dumb in an interview. It's frightening.
He's an idiot.
He giggles
Really,
like a
Gary?
retard.
Oh, I like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you didn't, I'm still not sure Bruce wrote those songs. He is so dumb in an interview. It's frightening.
He's an idiot.
He giggles like a retard.
I'm telling you,
Oh,
he failed
that's
the
the
intelligence.
clip. That's the clip,
That's
you
the
guys.
clip right there.
That's the clip. Oh, Gary's such a big fan, and you used the R word.
Well, I called him a retard.
Just
Nice.
called him a stupid retard.
Retard.
But,
What you call me?
Uh-oh, caught you retard. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, everybody.
I feel he's gonna get a little clip on
Easy.
Twitter.
Oops,
Yeah, tweet that. Tweet.
Tweet.
Oops, a daisy.
oh my god, I can't wait! I'm pulling that shit out right this second. No, actually, I'm just gonna clip it from this show right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Bruce, guess what?
Yeah, I wonder why
Oh,
Bruce
showed
wasn't
it
been
to
on
get
before.
retarded.
They waited for Alzheimer's to kick in for him to agree.
Yeah, you said that. A.
So now, so there's also something about Bernard McGurk.
Bernard
that
McGurk.
Did us too.
By the way, thanks, John, wherever you are. These are good.
Yes, out in the ether. Thank you, John.
Oh look,
His-
here he comes.
Is he back again?
He's
We
coming.
found him.
He's trying to get back on. I don't know. Maybe.
But I'm gonna go into Bernard McGurk because it's really
McGurk.
John's thing. This whole McGurk thing. I don't even know who the fuck he is.
McGurk.
I have two clips. I have John reading an article about him. I have Howard versus Imus. Rest in peace, Bernard McGurk.
No, wait. The big thing was that Howard used to say that Bernard McGurk used to call him all the time to ask for a job on Howard's show.
Okay, so
That's
here's
the big thing.
Here's the rest of the clips that I have. Howard versus Imus in part 1. Rest in peace, Bernard McGurk. Then I have Howard versus Imus 2. Calls Imus and Bernard says Beth has herpes. Oh, okay. This is what.
The herpes.
Oopies.
Oops, a daisy. I got a
Herps.
little bumpy on my lip.
Oopsie daisy.
Oh, you mean the little things?
Got a little bumpy.
All right, let's hear some of this because John's not here. I don't know who Bernard fucking McGurk is.
You
but
don't
I'm
know who
gonna-
Bernard
No,
McGurk is?
No, I have no idea. I never
Oh my
listened
God.
to WABC or WNBC or
I used to talk about it all the time.
any
Used
of
to put-
that shit. I don't know. I
Oh.
don't know. Here we go.
Yes, Imus. Oh, it's terrible.
About that, is it?
Die, bitch. That's all it is. Oh, that's Bernard, who calls us at least once a month asking if he could come work with us because Imus is such a dick. Sorry.
Here's John. Jesus Christ. John.
Sorry, friend. I had more dropout Springsteen at Asbury Parks High School.
We went through Springsteen. Love the
Yeah,
clip.
we're done with Bruce Springsteen.
Thank
It's
you.
over.
Good job, man.
Thank you.
Love the clip with Gary calling him a stupid retard.
Retard.
You know what the worst part is, Monique? I'm hardwired in thanks to Boff and his advice. And I haven't had this in a long time. It was just a weird
happens.
reset.
No worries.
Just fucking collapsed on
You know
me.
what? The three of you had upgrades today. You, Dennis, and Xavier all had like stupid shit upgrade problems today. Just so you know.
It happens.
Everybody had
On your
Yeah,
end?
OJ said it happens.
we're on Bernard McGurk.
Yeah, like I didn't listen to the show. So Dennis, he brought Bernard up in brief. He died, and I saved this when we were on vacation. I saved this because I wanted to save it for this. I knew the story. I saw the story. It came up on an alert that I had, and I didn't post it as a thread because I wanted to save it for this.
He brought it up like, you know, one of the guys that worked with Imus that we used to talk about all the time died 2 weeks, you know, like it died over the break, you know, and he kind of lumped it in after he talked about Judy Tenuta dying and trying to grasp those bones. Then he brought up Bernard McGurk, and then he brought up the program director he talked about 2 weeks ago that no one gave a shit about.
I don't know who Bernard McGurk is, so I just
I mean,
the Howard versus Imus, rest in peace, Bernard McGurk clip. That's where we're at.
Did you? I did a
I got it all, so that's
Okay.
why I
And
need to build up to it. so that I knew what this was. So here's the clip, and here's we're right in the middle of it. So let me
Hey,
continue.
Bernard, I know I'm not supposed to talk about that. And Gary, I know you've told me not to talk about Bernard's constant phone calls because it would get him fired. But sorry. Don't badmouth me on the air. Mel likes me because it would get him fired. But Mel likes me better. That's something to be proud of.
Big deal.
Big deal. Mel likes you better because you behave, you ass. He thinks Mel likes him better because Mel had him go.
Nobody likes Imus.
He thinks Mel likes him better because Imus had Mel present an award.
Okay, I have no idea what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, I'm
Says
lost.
Bernard says Beth has herpes. He calls in as Jason Williams, and Beth sues.
That's the second clip.
Okay, yeah. This is just the lead up to it. He brings up Bernard, and I've said this on the show before. Gary, they used to claim that Bernard called the show every week to get hired when he was at Sirius.
Right. I just played that right before you came back on. That he said, you know, he calls all the time. Okay, so hang on. I just want to get to a new tab so I can share this.
This is the
Okay,
article, right?
let's listen to this. Let's listen to this.
That show's a joke. What did I predict all along? This time would get rid of his hideous wife, which that was a good move. Yeah. And hook up with some bimbo, which she's done. Yeah. Well, let's assume my ex-wife is hideous, which I don't agree with. And she certainly heads above Imus's first wife. Imus likes to pretend he doesn't have a first
I really
wife.
even object to this because those women have nothing to do.
Exactly.
They're out of the picture.
The balls on you.
Yeah.
The person that made fun of Deirdre every single time he possibly could, and now you're trying to take some stupid bullshit moral high road because he's making fun of your wife. Oh, I love this.
My
Delicious.
first wife against your first wife wins, and my girlfriend against your wife wins. And every way I win. And become a party boy. Yep, that's what he's done. His little place in the Hamptons and hang with his homies. I mean, this is the guy with the house in the Connecticut and the ranch.
Who has no homies?
Pathetic. So predictable. He became the bimbos that he parodies. Yeah. Yep, there's Bernard.
The bimbos that he parodies. He became the bimbos that he parodies.
What? Line 2 or line 3?
Okay, right here, Monique, stop. So Howard's so bothered by Imus talking shit about him. I mean, the current show, if it ever could do anything like this now, he actually calls Imus on the air. Imus is on MSNBC at the time. So he calls Imus to yell at him on the air after he's told that, well, no, actually, this is after that. He's told that the herpes thing comes after this. So there's like a pause, and so he calls Imus to confront him on the air and screams at him, which is bizarre.
Okay, this is coming up now.
Stupid. You there?
That's me.
Yeah, that's you for sure.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, stupid bitch, you want me to talk about your daughter and what went on between her and Lyndon?
Yeah.
And Al Rosenberg? You want to talk?
Yeah.
Who's bitch?
Why don't you just shut up and keep your mouth shut?
Yeah. Yeah, come on, let's talk about your daughter. What happened with Lyndon? Let's talk about the fact that you call a woman a nigger. There, play music.
I told you he would never stay on. What did I tell you?
Pussy. What happened, pussy? Who's bitch now?
Uh-oh.
Bernard, you can bring the fresh bedpan in. Imus is ready
You should have beeped that, Johnny.
for it now.
Uh-oh.
Bernard. It's the call in.
Forgot about that.
Howard said it.
This guy Bernard calls our show once a month saying, is there any work? Yeah. To this day.
Jesus.
Listen to this. This is literally, he's getting a note.
I guess Imus went on and said Beth had herpes.
Oh, he did.
And I guess Bernard called in with it. So I'm going to advise her to maybe just take their ass to court.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see how much. Let's see how much.
He continued, did he? He didn't get it the other day.
No.
When we sort of like just let laugh.
Unleash a holy nightmare with me, Imus.
Okay, so then here's this page 6 article that I guess was at the same time period.
Richard Johnson.
It's 2003, December 9th, 2003. Beth Ostrowski might sue Don Imus and WFAN Radio over last week's bit where producer Bernard McGurk, posing as former NBA star Jason Williams, pretended that he was her boyfriend and made disparaging. Oh, wow. Remarks. It might serve Imus well just to shut up about the whole thing at this point. She's out of her effing mind about it, Stern told his listeners today. I know her parents.
Yeah,
her
yeah, yeah.
parents are completely insane over this. They just
No, they're
really
not.
make sense. Stern is no longer demanding an apology from Imus. We're past that point. How? Why? How?
He
How?
claims that people in Beth's family were listening to Imus and heard this.
No, they
And
weren't.
it was on
That's
MSNBC.
insane.
They were on MSNBC at the time. I don't know if you remember that.
But
Dennis.
still,
the entire
they
show was
weren't.
played. No, I'm sure. No, I'm sure it's bullshit too. But that's what he claimed, that Beth's friends of the family, friends of the Ostrowskis, while while Bob was on house arrest, heard this, and it's just destroyed Beth's family. Is there any way we could find out what became of this lawsuit? Because there's no way we would get closure on it.
There was no lawsuit.
If there was ever
There
one,
was no lawsuit because
filed.
there's the evidence right there.
There's nothing you can't sue. All
Defamation.
you have to do is switch back to Howard saying
if it's true.
anything about anyone.
Exactly.
I mean, you just can't. You
Exactly.
just can't. Then that would open up a can of worms for him. It just could never happen.
Magic Johnson.
We got a case on her on this, by the way. This is pretty friggin' funny.
I got a whole saga, by the way, of this on the Deppening Patreon.
Ew, look at him with his
the
shirt
Patreon.
over.
Oh.
No, we were getting blocked because it was insane. So we put the lowest tier so we could do the 21 Jump Street series because you can't do it on. We had to.
Okay, so and then our friend Johnny channeled his friend Mr. Feeney and is going to read to us the obituary, I guess, from the New York Post.
Yeah, this is 2 weeks ago.
For iconic WABC radio host Bernard McGurk, dead at 64. Now, to be fair, I've never heard of him. I just don't.
Really? You don't know
My
the
God, I can't
nappy-headed
believe
host
that.
thing, Monique?
No.
You didn't
no.
follow the story with when Imus got fired? It was
No.
Bernard that said it. The nappy-headed host, and that got him fired.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so he was only 64 years old, so he was young at the time.
Yeah.
So he was probably like Howard's younger than Howard. He was like a contemporary. I didn't realize
Louis'
that.
contemporary.
I just assumed that anybody is like Imus's age and is like super old. Hey, Xavier.
Yes.
Okay, just checking in, just making sure you're there. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, sorry, I'm West Coast. I have no idea what the fuck. you guys are doing.
Iconic WABC radio host Bernard McGurk, dead at 64, by Jesse O'Neill and the New York Post. So I put like a little moment of silence. It shows what he looks like. There he is on the bed.
Prostate
Legendary
cancer.
New York City radio host Bernard McGurk has died at the age of 64 following a courageous battle with prostate cancer.
Oh, is
The
this
station
why
announced
Howard was
Thursday.
talking
McGurk-
about his prostate today?
That's a good good
Oh.
connection, Monique. I didn't even. Damn.
Like
You think that triggered it, Dennis?
Absolutely.
Oh,
That
I
and
didn't
finger
even-
up his ass.
Good call,
So, you know.
Monique.
Okay.
Who hosted WABC's Bernie and Sid in the morning with co-host Sid Rosenberg, died Wednesday night surrounded by family at a local hospital, the station said. McGurk had been off the air in recent months as his cancer was exacerbated by appendicitis and pneumonia, friends said. The Bronx native and Long Beach, New York resident left behind his wife, Carol, and 2 children, Melanie and Brendan. McGurk had been on the air in the city since 1986 and was the longtime executive producer of the nationally syndicated program Imus in the Morning. In 2007, McGurk moved to WABC with Imus, and the late radio icon and his personality from day one dramatically improved his camaraderie and morale of the entire radio station, the station said in a statement. Curtis Sliwa said, I had my opportunity to pay tribute to him. I was invited on the Howard Stern show. And you know how
snorkel in
Howard
the middle
hates
of
Yeah,
it?
I did. And all I did was give tribute to Bernard McGurk. Howard I have sleep apnea, Monique. Backbone of that show. And right away, he said what a friend I was. So no one's ever said that about me, especially on the Howard Stern show. And that resonated, Sliwa said. In 2003, McGurk infuriated Stern with a skit in which McGurk made an off-color remark about Stern's girlfriend, Beth Ostrowski. He was surprised that I gave the intricate details about how Bernie would speak to Imus, who at times would have a meltdown. It was a calming effect.
I don't even know what you're reading. I have to be.
They were talking about Bernard's relationship with Howard on the Rutgers University basketball team. hardcore nappy-headed hoes on air in 2007, resulting in his dismissal from MSNBC.
You didn't say it referred to the term as jigaboos?
Yeah,
Jigaboos.
I'll let you say it. I was gonna let you say it.
Okay. Well, rest in peace, Bernard.
Bernard, yeah.
Okay then. Yeah. All right. Okay. I love how the Beth skit made the highlight.
Yeah, that's good with the non-existent herpes that's there.
Exactly. Okay, so our final clip of the night, which is a video clip, would be something that Johnny also mined with the brilliant and well-spoken, incredibly articulate Herschel Walker. Candidate extraordinaire, father of 6 children with 4 different women.
It happens.
Acclaimed alleged abortion guy, and definitely somebody who got
love my
hit
life.
way too many times when he played football.
Look out.
So what is this clip, Johnny?
It's Howard basically frothing over his dick during this. So this is great
Jesus
stuff that you would
Christ.
play for a running in Georgia. This is a phenomenal. This is. By the way, Artie was just fired from the show, so this is January of 2010.
Okay. And he came on. Was he promoting something?
He's promoting. God damn it! Was he going to be a UFC fighter?
Can you imagine that somebody this fucking stupid could make it into?
There were plenty of stupid people already in the Senate, so.
Oh,
it's
I know, but
different.
he's actually particularly.
No, they're pretty fucking stupid.
I gotta go, guys.
In the House.
Like and subscribe.
Exactly.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Let's just enjoy the clip for what it is.
Okay.
Howard lusting over
And
big
let me
black
just,
cock.
let me just put the little like and subscribe there while we're here. Here we go.
Donnie, you need a blowjob, motherfucker.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Tell him that's not in the Bible. I never
It's
read
right.
that in the Bible.
What about anal? Will you request
No, I
that
don't
of
think
your
I want
woman?
to do that.
You would
No.
never request that from
No,
a woman?
I don't think I want to go that far.
You don't think?
Yeah,
You don't know. Yeah,
I don't know.
You don't know. Hey, you might want to. One night it might get crazy. So you're going to marry this woman?
Oh yeah, I think eventually we'll get married.
How long is this relationship? About?
We've been going now together for about 3 years.
No kidding.
This is the abortion one, Monique.
How long did you wait before you gave it to her?
Probably over a year.
When you have such a large penis,
yes,
does it scare the woman when she sees it?
No, they get excited.
They like it.
Yeah, they like it.
Yeah, and she could handle all of it.
Yes.
Wow. That's impressive. I got to meet her.
Okay.
I mean,
You want to meet her because you can.
How old is Herschel Walker?
He is 60. He just turned
60.
60.
He's 60 years old.
Born
now.
in 62.
Wow, I had no
He
idea.
played a long time ago. It was a long time ago.
Wow, I really didn't think that at all. I thought he was like in his 50s or something.
He graduated
Black don't crack.
84, I think, from Georgia.
Well, he was in the USFL.
He was in
initially.
USFL.
Yeah, he was on Trump's New Jersey Generals, Monique, in
Holy
1983,
shit.
and then he transitioned to the Cowboys, the Vikings, and the Eagles, I think.
Oh, I'm amazed.
Handle that.
well, why
Didn't the
not?
Cowboys?
Describe it as what? 11 inches?
What?
Well, I'm gonna take the 11 inch. I take
Is
the
it
11
is it 11 inches?
Yeah,
Really?
I take that.
No, be
Yeah.
serious. Is
I
it 11
I
inches?
never measured. I got to get tape measured.
Robin, could you handle
Yeah.
11?
No. I'm not handling anything like that.
Did you warn her before you
No.
took off your pants?
No, you want to shock. You always want to see the surprise.
Did she gasp? I mean,
Right,
did she
you
go-
always want to see the surprise on somebody. Go, whoa.
Was that a great feeling? I mean, I know you haven't had it with a lot of women, but it's a great
Classic
feeling.
sunflower dragon.
You get a little like, oh, whoa.
Well, that's what I'm going to ask you. If yours is small, what do you?
I warned them, but the other way. I go, look, something's going to happen. Those guys who play in the NFL, because I'm friends with some guys, like my friend Marco.
Mhm.
He devoted his life to football, got picked up into the NFL, and he didn't get the huge payday.
Yeah. Right.
And he's out there working now. He's
Now,
got a
it's very
job.
difficult. And and one thing the NFL they
That's what we got. Okay. All right, Herschel. Well, the early
Best of luck.
voting started today, so gesundtisch, as they would say.
He was part of the worst trade ever in the NFL.
Which was?
It was
The
it was
Dallas
great
when
for the
Dallas
Cowboys.
raped Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota fucking
They
gave away
raped them.
everything.
How
At
many
least
first round
mid-
draft picks was it? Was it 2?
Yeah,
Dude, it was literally like half a
They're still
team.
catching him in.
Like, no joke. No joke.
They still can't
Jesus.
win a Super Bowl, but it's okay.
Okay, congratulations to Xavier's Padres for making it.
Yes.
Playoffs.
See?
Miraculous. Just
Those Dodgers.
not that I want to talk about sports at all, because it is time
Go to the calendar. October.
That is so fucking
ridiculous.
funny.
Can we do that again, please?
I know, it's so funny.
Go to the calendar. October.
That is amazing.
That music
You
is
learn,
just-
you laugh and you learn shit on this show.
Oh my god, that is just so funny.
Yeah, so basically, something I won't watch in 9 years and nine months. That's okay.
Exactly. Okay, so we're back on our calendar from 2021.
Yes.
And we are on the 17th, right? So that's the 18th. Let's make believe, right? So
We're
you're
at
right.
show
We only have-
73.
You're right. We only have 6 more shows because October is
Yeah.
yes.
31st.
31st. Yeah.
So what we're gonna have is we're at 73 shows now,
yeah.
and we're gonna do 92 shows this year. Every year is gonna be less shows than the year before.
Never
So-
get more.
So Mo and I did the math, and have you said how many shows are left, Mo? Yeah.
Nope.
Let's go ahead.
Did I write it down? 21
21.
21 shows,
No, there aren't.
approximately 66 hours, right? If we do 3 hours, maybe even give them a little bit more.
So essentially, get this: if you
21
work a schmo job, he has 7 regular human days of fucking work left.
Jesus Christ.
7.
7 human
7. If you
people.
do like the what he actually works and works,
Unfucking wow.
literally 7 days. If you
And
would
every work week is
if you would've
Thanksgiving week.
crunched- yeah, if you
Wow.
would have crunched what he has left into actual human hours,
6,
he's
7,
got 7 days.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
He's not doing those 2 days in November, so get rid of
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
19.
He ain't
this is,
doing
and
those
this is
days.
like giving him benefit of the doubt type shit.
Exactly. This is a push, but 21
push.
days at
So it's
3
18.
hours, maybe 3.5 hours
7 days.
gives him
Yep.
66 hours of work. Right. And he just had
Work.
off. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
And
you
this is
saw
like-
what he did today, work.
Work to him
I
is
know.
just getting
Yeah,
out of
he's-
bed. Getting out of bed, walking a few feet, sitting on his comfortable whatever cigar lounge, whatever the fuck he's calling it these days.
Yeah.
And just
That's
fucking
That's it.
That's it.
all you got.
That's it. And he complains, oh, I'm so tired.
What is that picture behind you, Dennis?
That is Beth's herpes right there. Look at that.
Oh,
geez,
wow.
allegedly.
Ooh.
We have no proof of that.
That's a Brian Von Holt special, Dennis. I think Amanda Pete had that for 2 weeks in the early 2000s.
I could find anything on the internet.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Those are some
Dennis.
herpes there, isn't it?
Jesus
No
Christ.
wonder someone keeps the condoms in a fucking
Lockbox.
safe.
Locked up,
Exactly.
doubled.
All right,
Medically
so
sealed.
that's gonna wrap us up for tonight.
Canada.
By Howard, exactly. Yes, I'm trying to not play everybody's favorite song every single day that we do this show. So we'll save that for tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow will bring us another like amazing array of interesting and
Are you high?
and
I learned so much today.
hot topics to discuss. And then we'll do this shit show.
You've been eating mushrooms.
Hey,
We do
Do
know
you
we will
think-
see Gary sexually harass that broad
How-
in the backstage.
how much into the interview before he asks, why did you pick Courtney Cock from the Dancing in the Dark?
Never.
Uh,
He'll never
you
ask
don't think
that
so? I think he's
Oh,
so
I think he
stupid.
will. I think he will.
He's so dumb that
that's
he'll
what I'm-
literally
Depends
go
on
there.
how much time Bruce gives him, because you know that he completely capitalizes on the music now, right? Because that's what gives him draws. That's what gives
Yes.
him clicks. So he's going to want as much music as Bruce will possibly give him.
But Bruce
This
won't
is
do any of
true.
his songs.
You
He's gonna do
can't
other
start a
people's songs.
fire.
Well, can he
Sit
do his
around
songs?
crying over broken heart.
How about
No, I don't
Bowie
think he
McGuire?
can.
David says, I'm going to send a picture of myself to the Richard Christie contest as Ben crying over Howard's comments that he's an idiot who didn't save money. Yes, that's an excellent clip for you to do. Excellent.
He's gonna do
Um,
Motown songs poorly.
I there's nobody I want to hear sing Motown less than Bruce Springsteen. Really?
You think?
Yeah.
There's just no. There is nothing of interest to me.
I love Clarence Clemens' duet with Jackson Brown.
Sin-Lu Hu points out perfectly. Bruce Springsteen speaks in 3-word sentences. Should be a great interview. Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be
Think about that.
horrible. It's absolutely going to be horrible. And Howard's going to do all the talking, and he's going to total fanboy
about
on
your-
Bruce, even
tell
though
me
he's
about
never
your
liked
father.
him.
Tell me about the process.
Yeah, tell me about the process.
You got Zoss raping and Gary throwing him every
Oh,
fucking factoid in the
Zoss
book.
raping.
Hey, do you think Gary's gonna sniff Bruce Springsteen's chair after he leaves?
Yes, Gary is.
I really
constantly,
do.
Like, all
Gary will go in the office that day.
Gary
He
will-
will
Gary
go
will
in that day.
definitely go into
Oh,
the
can you
office.
imagine?
He'll make sure everything is right.
And isn't Bruce like 4 feet tall? in real
Yes.
I don't
life?
know what his
He's a
height
little
is.
short.
Actually,
I think he's
Is he short?
I think he's a
He's
little
person. Yeah, I think he's a little
Yeah, I
person.
think he
Lilliput.
is.
Like
Hold on.
Gary.
Bruce. I always spell Springsteen wrong.
Springsteen.
No, it's
E-E.
E-E. All right.
E-E. It's not
Bruce-
Jewish. It's
Bruce
E-E.
clocks in at 5'10". I don't believe it.
Okay.
Bullshit. He doesn't clock it at 5'10".
Monique, how much access do you have to
5'10".
these town halls now?
They send me stuff all the time, but I'm just never around for them. So
Steven
I've
Van
seen my ass.
Zandt.
Have you seen his shoes?
yeah,
He-
exactly.
He wears the Tom Cruise specials.
Okay, this one says 5'10", but
fir-
another one says Bruce Springsteen's height is 5'9". So I'm gonna give
Yeah,
it.
so I would give him 5'6".
Hold on, hold on. Here's a good real one. I just got to. Let me add it to
Tim
it.
It's all
Sullivan.
good, you know. He wrote songs in the key of life. Come on.
Tim Sullivan. Bruce sounds like he's passing a kidney stone when he talks. Always in pain.
When you let me in, I want to be your friend.
Okay.
Tom Cruise,
Here.
more lifts than
Bruce
Howard and
Springsteen.
Steve Dahl.
How tall is Bruce Springsteen? 5'8".
Okay.
If that, if he's
Very
lucky.
ambiguous.
Yeah, I'll give him
He wears
5'8".
those big ass biker boots.
You know who I've seen in person is Billy Joel, and Billy Joel.
Oh, he's a
literally-
troll.
Yeah, he's like 5'5".
Billy Troll.
He's like right about.
I want to start a Facebook group called 74-year-olds with soul patches.
All right, bye. Hey guys, thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any further discussion at RadioGunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at RadioGunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so you know when we're doing a new show. Thanks.